SWGOH Productions. Let's start this thing.
Hello there. Okay. Let's hope that goes a bit smoother than yesterday. Everything's still a bit different here to me. So let's get the music on. Let's hope that that's working as normal. Alright, and let's get the game on. This is about the only screen I've sorted out. I'll try and get the rest working a bit more. We've got Alate, we've got Aussie Mike. Hello to you both. We've got Bane redeeming first. Hello there. So yeah, in case you didn't hear, yesterday my OBS setup kind of crapped the bed. It was a bit stressful. Just about managed to get through my gax. I say get through my gax. I lost my main, won my free-to-play. So thankfully, a lot smoother today. I was going to say, I feel like the first redeem always kind of gets snuck up on by people a bit like, oh, I didn't know it was still there, I'll grab that. Have I got anything in here? Or is it just that bronzium? Just bronzium. I bet there is a bot somewhere that actually counts it. I've not seen it, but I bet there is one. Okay. How are we enjoying doing this every day? I must admit, there's a bit of me thinking, couldn't you have at least started the battle with Rogue One reinforcing? Just so that we can actually play with, try and remember the ship name. Outrider. It reminds me of like how they don't do Han Solo in the marquees because they don't like the idea of Han having to shoot first. It's hard not to just go, you did notice that in your ally list that my ult is now higher than my main account. Yep. I'm not surprised that my main account has had a terrible 5v5 season. I am 1-5 right now. So, yeah, I need to get a win. I mean, you think the best I can do is 3-5. So, 3-5? Yeah, 3-5. So it's in 3-5. 3-6, isn't it? Yeah, yikes. Hang on, no, I've got that wrong. It isn't. I'm already 2. So I could get 4 and 5. Yeah. Never mind. Not really great. You get punished for doing well too. You might face a 15.7 million more chromium account. Yeah, I'll let you have that. Especially how my luck's gone with this season. I feel like a lot of it has been self-inflicted. Like last week I lost with Profundity against Negotiator. Partly because I didn't check that Anakin wasn't starting. And partly because I didn't realise I'd done the ult with the Profundity and then I was still going to lose the battle, but I didn't realise I should just hold it. And as soon as I backed out of the battle, I was like, oh crap, the capital ship was gone, it would have been easy clean up. So, that's the one that's really kicking in my craw right now because it's like, that was an easy 2-shot at least. And it ended up causing me not clear a wall. So yeah. Just little mistakes I've got to iron out my game. Yeah, sometimes I think it's just lack of concentration or lack of thinking things through. I mean, in that battle, I'm pretty sure I did have time to think it through, but I just didn't do it. Okay. I know that I could play this on auto, but I'm like, the AI is just going to play it dumb. It's one of those where it'd take probably 5 minutes on auto, whereas if I play it manually, I might get it done in 2. Also, you can really tell this profundity isn't maxed. Come on. Actually, you know what? Auto Basic. Auto Basic should be fine. It's a little bit underwhelming in terms of like we can't use the Prof's first special, but basics will be fine. There we go. Okay, last one. I think a lot of it has come down to fleet as well. Just in terms of... For a season and a bit now, I've been going triple meta defense on my main. And my free-to-play, I've gone 2 out of 3. So I've switched things around knowing that Rogue One was coming in. We're probably going to get a change with B-Wing as well. So it's like, let's just adapt to that. And I think as a result, I've just realised I'm not that in with counters as I should be. So I just need to get more comfortable with what I'm using on offense, essentially. Alright, just checking that. Just add that to my list of things I need to do tonight. I need to make sure I place a TW defense, because last time I didn't place a single defense down, and that felt rough. I can't help but think this is where I'm going wrong doing all these refreshes. Like, if I didn't do these, would I have more energy to then like spend on a 5,000 crystal pack? But even then it's like, would that really help? You know? Yeah. I mean, it was doing me well, just as far as I feel like it was forcing people to be very tight on offense with me. But the flip side of it is that, a bit like you say, it can lead to inefficiency. So how I saw it, if I was causing drops for my opponent on my fleet defense, it was allowing me to catch up on character battles, where maybe I've had to drop a few banners because I'm doing something that's a little bit inefficient. So for that reason, I didn't mind it, but yeah, it swings and roundabouts, isn't it? Something that will help you at that point might not help you down the road, like. I recorded a video about 2 months back detailing where I was in my accounts. I never uploaded it because I just forgot to edit the damn thing. And at this point, it's almost worth doing another one, you know? It's so far out of date. But I must admit, I feel like I need a farming plan for my free-to-play a little bit. I've got a vague plan, but vague isn't good. Like, I've got Enoch, DTP, Knight. I've got them stuck here, and I'm like, I want to take them up for Peridia patrols so that they're at least getting something more than they are now. The Bad Batch I'm keeping here because I want to try and work on them when I've done this like glut of projects I've got right now, like Lord Vader, Mace Windu. But yeah, I've even penciled in the Pirates as the next big farm. It just means that there's some backlog back here, I mean. Kind of ridiculous. Squads for you have been getting holds every match so far, having 5 GLs on defense with the good Decrons. Yeah, I mean, I've got 3, I think, down. I think 3. I feel like if I could go heavier, I would, because I do think there's a benefit to it, but I think I've been coping alright as I have been. At least, I know that you could argue my losses prove otherwise, but just in a general sense, you know. Hello, Howie. I'll be honest, I've been flickering on it a little bit. I mean, when I first heard about it, I kind of shrugged. I was like, okay, it's progression. And then I watched Arnold Scribe their initial videos. The best thing I can say is I feel like if the core of the issue comes down to CG wants to find a way to make Relic 9 or the higher relics in general relevant, I'm not against the principle. But I do think that how it's been sold so far is not the way. Like, I think the one that bothers me is when we see, again in principle, a Relic 5 Phoenix team not being able to take down a Relic 9 Inquisitor team. I look and I think, I don't mind the idea that the relics might make things tougher, but equally it's one of those where I don't think it should impact your team, i.e. if you're the Relic 5, it shouldn't impact you offensively, but maybe it just impacts them defensively, if that makes sense. The fact that it swings both ways, you know, you've got a 95% damage reduction as well as a 95% damage increase. You know, that's a hell of a swing, and it's like, maybe just have one of them rather than two of them, you know? Yeah, that is another thing about Datacrons for sure. I mean, you know, there are always busted Datacrons, but like I said, they will expire, whereas this is definitely a bit more concerning. Again, I'm not worried about it as such, because I think that things like this kind of... I'm not going to say it's storm in a teacup kind of thing, but I feel like I've been through a few of these now while I've been playing SWGOH. And you kind of sort of don't... I've learned to not overreact, you know? We just see how it goes, but equally, I do think it's important to basically say to CG what we don't think is fair. You know, there's going to be a line drawn where they say, look, we've got to do this. But I think if we can push them to that line, that is the best for the player base. I think that's what we've got to do. Exactly, 190% difference is just way too much. I mean, I was saying then 95 wouldn't be the worst thing, you know, just one instead of two. But even then, it's still a lot. I mean, the only way I can see teams working, as they've stated so far, is if they do allow things like Exposes, Plague to carry on, but then that's a very small number of teams. And it is a little bit concerning, because it's like, well, what exactly is going to be the state of GAC? I mean, I look at my teams, I was going to do this yesterday, but again, I ran out of time, where I don't have, like, high relic teams all the way through. So suddenly I'm going to have very weak links in my teams, and I can't afford to just pause everything to farm them up. Now, if they were to say that they were going to really open up the relic gates, that'd be interesting, but I also think that would be weird, because arguably relic signal data is the biggest gate for endgame players. So if they open that gate up, I can't help but wonder what else is going to... what else is going to be something to keep players needing to farm things? Yeah, that is bonkers. I mean, I feel like that needs to be said clear to CG. If a Relic 9 Cup can go toe-to-toe with a full R5 Relic team, R5 layer team, that is not on. Simply put, that is not on, because that devalues investments you've already made. Yeah, exactly. I mean, those are some pretty big characters, and I know that I get what they might be saying, that they want to incentivize us to take them to higher relics in the sense of, like, all three of those four, I would say, definitely good R7 to 9 characters. Baby Cal's kind of it. But, yeah, it feels like if they're trying to force us to do it, it just doesn't feel the right way to force us. You know, there's ways, and I don't think this is the way. Again, I'd be open to hear what they suggest. You know, I'm not shutting them down on any of it, because it's obviously something that they feel is something they want in the game. Or at least something like this. But I feel like it's got to be a discussion with the community. You can't just implement it, because you will have a mass exodus if people don't like it. Yeah, as well, that is a fair thing. You know, I do like the argument of, again, as it said in the original post, they want to prioritise the investment of a Relic 9. But a bit like you say, a Relic 9 is essentially 4 TWs? 4 TW wins? And whatever signal data and other stuff you need. But the point being that the actual tough bit, you know, the droid brains, that's the 4 TWs. So, like, that is less than, like, getting a Galactic Legend. I couldn't do that here, I'll admit. Hey up, Perfect, how you doing? We're just talking about Relic Delta, is it called? To answer, I've got 20 droid brains, so I could do 4 Relic 9s, although I have got 70 Girder keypads. Go and wait and see what actually gets released in the game. But if they finally decide on it's still too much, then they just leave. I mean, again, I completely respect anyone who decides packing this game. I mean, I found fun in it of late, so I can't say it will push me, but I've said it for so long. The game at times can be a chore, and I do think that there was a bit of a, I wouldn't say misleading, but maybe an underthought comment about PvE being easier. I mean, just because higher relic teams can now beat lower relic teams more easily, it doesn't mean that every PvE battle is going to be easier just for the fact that we're going to have Relic 8 Sector 5 battles that are going to be a lot harder. Especially if they require a toon surviving that is nowhere near Relic. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they don't just do that as well. Perfect. I mean, I'm hoping that the scale down is not too small. I do think it needs to be manageable. But yeah, I think the description we've just had is that the Scriber said that a Cup solo nearly beat a Rally 5 layer team. I think they need to make sure nothing like that can happen. Because if that does, then I think there will be people who are upset. Yeah, exactly. It's why I think there is a bit of misleading with that comment. I mean, what I find strange, I don't know if anyone else remembers, about, I'm going to say 6 months, it might have been more recent. I'm sure there was something in the SWGOH event's data mines, and they were talking about PvE datacrons. I'm surprised they never put that in. I'd have thought that would have been a right I wouldn't say a seller, but just something that would have been of interest to the community. You know, something to make like TB a bit quicker or Conquest. So I'm surprised they haven't gone down that route. I never trusted my Treya that much, so I'll give you credit there, perfect. Even now at Relic 5, I still squeam when I have to use her. Although, granted, she probably does need a remod. Right, okay, Bane. I'll admit I haven't seen the video, so I'm just quoting what I've heard, but still, it could be a little bit of a concern if Cup's been that tanky. You know what I mean? I don't know myself. I would assume it's just relics because of mastery, but maybe there is another difference when it comes to gear. But you could also argue that means that anything below relic 1 is probably absolutely trash when this system comes in. Yeah, I think that'd be a safe thing to say. Conquest could be a big problem. I mean, I can only just say I wouldn't relish having to do survive feats if Master Luke's suddenly a bit compromised. Or any of his pals. Okay, I think I'm all done here, aren't I? Am I? Yeah. Alright. Yeah, that does not sound nice. Those Bad Batch feats, I've been able to do... Well, for me, it's been the Calla and Beck ones as well. I'm to try and get Jedi Vanguard wins. I've been just going back to Sector 1 to do that, and it's not something I'd relish doing in a Relic 9 zone for sure. Granted, that is global, so you don't need to do it in a Relic 9, but you get my point, just something like that. Yeah, I mean... yeah, I'm getting mace on both of my accounts. First time I think I've done a dual unlock. And yeah, I do have this vibe of... It does feel like something that's been very underthought. Like, I say underthought because I'm not saying they haven't put thought into it. And I actually think this is why they've brought it to the community, because it's like... The core of the idea is something they want, so they're not going stray from it. But I do think there might be this element of we don't know what to do to get it to where we want it, so let's ask the players what they think, and maybe something from them will get us where we need to be. So I haven't actually seen the videos that I know Scribes put out. I think Eggnar's put one out, you know, sort of talking about the initial feedback they gave, but fingers crossed it's well received. If it is, I'm going to blame him. I mean, I blame him for anything anyway, but I could understand why he would do it. He's got a Relic 9 Wampa, and he did that before Wampa got a Omicron. Or at least I'm pretty sure he did. I'm going to have to see if I've got Kadoink's account on here somewhere. I haven't looked at his roster in a while. Mole Conquest would probably just have a lot more unlocks at 2 cycles of Conquest versus being able to do it in 1 cycle. I mean, that is the interesting thing of... Would it be really fair on the player base to suddenly be taking 6 months to unlock a character versus 3? You know, it's not a change we asked for, so it's like... I'm not saying, again, they won't do it, but I would say that that could be considered unfair, you know, just changing the rules of the game, as it were. I mean, it's their game, they can do what they like, but it's just a thing of, you know, it's a change you didn't need to implement, so it seems a bit unfair if you do it. Yeah, it is weird. Like I said, I'm not so sure if that is the right play. I mean, just as me, as someone who would like to rally more things up a bit more easily, I'm not against it from that perspective, but it's just the idea of, I can't help but wonder what they're going to have people chasing, because car attacks at the end game are easier. I'm not feeling it yet, but I'm hoping soon in my new guild I am. Droid Brains are still a bit of a pain in the arse, but TW just go for them. Trying to think what else might block people. Maybe credits if you're talking about like remodding, but that's even got a little bit better with the lower cost to upgrade. Yeah. I'm a little surprised they didn't do Rally 10 before thinking of something like this. I'd have thought that would have been the reason to do it, in the sense of, you know, Rally 10 and then what do we do after that? I've heard a few people say Aero Mags recently, and I'm thinking, I'm not feeling it, but I imagine I will at some point, because I've not really need to think about them since CPET. I feel like I've always just got a steady enough supply of them. But I know that is probably just me. Ooh. Just realised I've got dregs of coffee. But yeah, I wish I could say I got the answer for all this, because you know, I would have loved to have contributed to the discussion in a meaningful way. You know, obviously I'm chatting about it, but I don't know. I feel like I would need to know what the developers' like hard lines are, if you like, to meaningfully contribute, in the sense of what are they essentially saying we're not compromising on. Because then you can sort of negotiate, if you like, whereas until then it's like, well, the only thing you can do is really comment on what you see, or seeing it, well, not seeing even, but you're hearing. You know, it's like, the idea it took a while. I'm just going from Bane, you know, the idea of, it's not that Leia didn't beat a solo cup, but that it took 3 minutes. I mean, that shouldn't be happening. Cup's kit should not be standing up to a full Galactic Legend team for that long. Yeah, I think the Rally mats are more big than the Droid Brains. Yep, we're on target. Okay. Trying to remember what I'm doing. Let's see the opponent. We've got 25 minutes. I'm going to have a look though before, because I haven't done any planning, so we'll be on it. Let me just have a look for context. I've got 230 Aero Mags. think there was one. I'm just having a look. Oh, hang on, I've just realised Hotbot hasn't added it, so we'll find out together in a minute. I wouldn't be surprised if there are a couple at least. No more luck, I've got one today and I haven't seen it. We'll have to do a quick scan just in case, because the only thing I know that's beating Honda right now is Jabba. There probably is more, but it's the only thing I know about. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if Morgai puts him down. See, Bane? That's good to know. Oh, you've got a guildmate match. Nice one, Mol. Is Sia Malikos doing it as well? Oh, I did hear about Sia Malikos, now you mention it. I think it was... Was it Arnold? Might have been Arnold. Either that or Vex. I'm trying to think who I've been watching the last couple of days. Rey and Queen Amidala. Okay, so there are options. I mean, I haven't really heard much about a Hondo in general. You know, I've been listening, you know, but I haven't heard too many opinions, so I'm assuming, you know, he's not doing too great. New Bad Batch is quite spicy. I'm assuming it needs the level 3 cron. Why'd you say that? Maybe not. I'm saying it, I'm thinking, really? Alright, keeping up with Quigold. By the way, if anyone's wondering why I'm hoarding gear, it's for Mace. I'm essentially trying to make sure I've got anything he would want, which I know I'm still behind a little bit because I've used some gear recently. And then afterwards, I'm just going to push the pirates up some more. Let me find out what I'm working on here. Pow Cross, if not Ezra's Arrow. Somebody tells me I finished Pow. Oh, I didn't. Okay. That seems a bit of an overreaction. I mean, just based on what is being said, you know, in terms of what is beating Pirate Hondo, it's like, well, do we need the actual biggest defensive team on offense to take it down? I mean, just to be clear, if I have one in my round today, and it turns out I should have taken Slacker off defense, then I will completely retract my statement. But I'm just hearing that list of teams and I'm like, My Omicron counter's really irritating me. It feels like it's just not going up quick at all. Yeah, I feel like I could speak for the player base when I'm saying that, but, you know, it's just grinding and grinding. And that was the one thing I forgot earlier. Omicrons, they're a gate. Unless you're an absolute whale, I don't think you're getting that far ahead on Omicrons. I know I've seen a few of the pirate Datacrons. They, I agree, do look a little bit scary. At least in terms of amplifying what they already do. Even though I haven't got them usable yet, in terms of relics, I am going to try and get a pirate cron just in case I get them sorted in the time the cron's active. I'll tell you, Ray, it's hurting me. I'm hoarding, but I cannot wait for Mace. Oh, we're on 3 days, 18 hours. Cannot wait. Okay, that's interesting information. Skill rating 3510, I've dropped a lot. Yeah, I can't. I mean, I'm proud of Crimson for it in the sense, but I can't believe I've dropped below Crimson either. You know, from Kyber 1, it's been a bad season. Oh, I remember this guy now I'm thinking about it. Solipsistic Senility. I've seen this guy somewhere. I'm sure I've faced him. Yeah, I was going to say, I figured I knew the name. Why do I have so much energy? Honestly, I didn't know what to do with it, so I thought I'll hoard it, and then I've got it for when, you know, I know what I'm doing with it. And besides, if double drops just came out of nowhere, I'd have some available. Yeah, if anything, I'm pretty sure he's been in the channel now I'm talking about it, so yeah. Could be rough in that regard. Yeah, we're at Omicron disadvantage. Oh, sorry, take that back. Omicron advantage. They're ahead on GP and Zetas. They haven't got Hondo yet. More relics. Naturally more R9s, more 8s. I've got more 7s. They've got more 5s. My mod score's looking a bit tidier. I'm okay with that. Sweet. Oh, cheers, mate. It's always nice to get someone involved if we can. I'm going to use it. Maybe not right now this minute, but I am going to use it. What's the phrase? Something to do with tantric, isn't it? Yeah, just doing a quick skim. Bit of a fast tower in that. Well, I'm going just back out of here. I would plan, but I figure I'm not entirely sure what the point of planning is, considering it might be sort of counterintuitive. So, I'm trying to think what I can do just to prep a little bit. I'll tell you what, let me go here, man. There we go. Just playing around with something, bear with me. It's not much, but you couldn't spend enough and drop into Kyber 3 until you see the results of this delta. It looks horrific even if it was 20%. I mean, I can't blame the thought process there, T. I mean, it's... we have been talking about it, and it's like... I know I keep going on about it, but it was said in the chat about Cup. Cup was difficult to take down with a Relic 5 layer. And I'm like, that just doesn't seem on. I mean, I don't think any world it should be feasible that happens. So it's like, if that's where the game's going, it is a little bit scary, to be honest, because it feels like some of our investments could be about to go a little bit screwy. I know there is an argument for that, but it's the principle more than anything, isn't it? I am just skimming my roster. I'm like, I want to just change something. For a while you've been working on getting Team Star Rater Iron, turns out you had a good reason. Yeah, I mean, anyone who's been doing it, you're getting rewarded for it, that's for sure. You know, it's just occurred to me, I'm doing this the hard way. Let me have a gander here. I mean, when all this came out with the Delta as well, one of my thoughts was Ewoks. It was kind of mentioned by people anyway, but I was like, well, my Ewoks are Relic 7, so, you know, it would be kind of nice if they could sort of hold their ground a bit more. But equally, it's like, there has to be a point when the kit of the characters is the priority. You know, what's the point in having characters that come out if essentially you just say, right, I'm going to Relic 9 it? You know what I mean? It's like, it kind of just beats the point of having the selectivity of power. If you're facing a Relic 9 team, then that is true. Okay, I'd hope not to do this on with the screen off, but I'm just going to map my defense or my offense out a bit. It should cut some time out later, but I feel like if I get it down now, we've got a chance. At least based on what could be there. If Solipstick's changed anything, then we have to adapt, obviously. I mean, I've got to agree with that. It does seem a bit funny, like, why didn't you just go for 100? I'm with you there, T. It's like, it feels a little odd, like, why that? It did have that vibe of, we know you're going to barter it, so we're going to start at a silly number. Yeah, I mean, in Kaiba, that is probably a fair point. Yeah, exactly. I think that would be unfair if you like a newer player was taking R5 Darth Revan and they would come up against some crazy person who got R8 Ugnaught. It would be bad. Yeah, so pretty much for every character they haven't got R9, it's going to be harder. That's a fun little addition to the conundrum. Right, I've worked out what I want to do. I wouldn't mind. I don't know what just happened, I'm going to be honest. There we go. Alright, I'm not distracted by that now, at least. Oh. You don't be full negative about it, so I'd say a slight positive is that at least it's not an average across the team, like having little Vader clones where Vader's 9, clones are R7. Yeah, I mean, I am trying to not get drawn into the negatives too much, because the negatives might not be there for the long term. I mean, I will just add, by the way, that I tried to have this mentality with Datacrons when they came out, and I ended up quitting the game for a month. So I'm not immune to feeling the negativity. Like, if they come out, if this Relic Delta comes out and it's absolutely horrendous, I'm not saying that, you know, I won't change my opinion, but I'm just trying to be optimistic, shall we say. And to be fair, Datacrons came out really bad. I mean, when you think we had that leak. Sorry, I was distracted then. What's actually happening on my stream? Yeah, it's got the correct tile. Don't know what I was seeing. Alright. That's true, when Datacrons came out, the playtesting group was shut down. Yeah, I mean, for that reason, I hope those who are in the playtest group now know to keep the mouth shut. I mean, Arnold Scribe, Agnods, I'm sure they can keep the mouth shut. It's more like those who I haven't heard about, you know. It seemed a bit bad last time. Yeah, it is a positive thing, you know, and that is fair. That is completely fair, Mike. I think I'm thinking more ahead, like if they do it again, you know, like if they keep the same group and then do other things with them. That's where my mind wandered, but I didn't say it, so yeah, spot on. But yeah, fingers crossed they can do more in the future, because I mean, when I first started playing the game, they had the playtest accounts, didn't they? You know, they were able to like show the characters before unlocking them. I mean, if they still had them, Arnold probably wouldn't be as big a whale as he is. That is a mug, yeah. And next to it is a hype cup. So any bits or anything should drop into there. Well, bits for Twitch anyway. I don't think any YouTube stuff will go in there, which is a bit of a shame. The thing on that side, like the blue thing on the left-hand side, is for YouTube. And the one this side is for Twitch. Just makes little noises when things happen. I wouldn't mind. I saw the design and I liked it, so I thought I'm going get it. But it's been a bit of a pain in the arse to implement in my stream. Do you mean T about this one or like the previous ones? Because I was surprised Arnold was invited, but only because he has had a history of not being positive with, or not positive, but calling CG out, shall we say. How you think guilds would start requiring full R9 walls? Ooh, that would be rough. Essex, you agree CG put this out for a reason to get the reaction? This change will be terrible at the suggested levels, but it's not been implemented. And some of the reactions from some people as well over the top. I'll agree there. I mean, I've seen on Reddit a few people have tried to, well, I say tried, they have set up a petition, and I'm like, it feels like a very modern solution to a problem to create a petition to stop it, and I'm like, I would like to know the actual percentage of petitions that result in success. It's like, really? For me, that was just a... I'm not saying I knocked the intention in terms of trying to get the message across, but it was just a very... It felt very cringeworthy in my eyes. Arnold not positive about CG. I thought CG Fiction Game song was dedicated to his love of CG. Yeah, I mean, again, I'm surprised, but I think it might just be one of those where they were like, yeah, he's got a wide audience, so he can put the message out there. But I do agree, it was a bit of an odd call, well, you know, in terms of their history. But I don't know, maybe it's that a bit of bygones be bygones. It would be nice in terms of... I mean, I also play Marvel Snap, and the community seemed to have a good relationship with the devs there, even when the game's not been in great health. And the idea that they normally get like patch notes for it on before like they actually release the patch notes, so content creators can like do videos for the patch release. You know, it's like I love that level of communication that they have, even though the creators actually want more. You know, they've been asking for more. I think by comparison, CG is light years behind. You know, and it's their call if they don't want to do that. But you know, it's still a shame because it sort of hits the player base even if they don't see it, or we don't see it. I'm going to say, I haven't actually seen Nucci's numbers, I'll admit. But yeah, 40k, I mean, I certainly can't sniff, let's say that. Let's just switch here a minute. There we go. Nearly into round time. But yeah, I know I've said for myself, by the way, let me just put this on the screen before we actually fully kick off. I was saying it for a little while that I didn't know what videos to create for my channel, in the sense that I didn't feel like I got anything of importance to say. So I did try and do this last week, and I wanted to try and do a video that was short, concise, and got across what was going on in the game. And I was actually impressed. I got all the important bullet points in under two and a half minutes. But I don't know if it has got the right intention or not. Because I don't just regurgitate the news if it's not something that people want. But equally, I know there are people who don't want to watch a 15-20 minute video just to get the bullet points, as it were. So yeah, that's where I was kind of playing around with. but feedback would be welcome. Alright, the round's kicked off. Let's see what Lipstick's got. Alright, so I did make one change, but it's on the back wall, so for my eyes only for now. Let's have a look. Slacker is here. Lord Vader's here. Ray is here. Finn is here. Is that the level 3? No, it's the Scav Ray. Okay. And as we were expecting, we've got Ahsoka with Ezra. We've got Saw. Is that the... Oh, it's the Jawacron. I keep forgetting about that. We've got Omega. And we've got Jab Jab. I mean, again, this is what we've been talking about with Relic Delta, but if I would just move my cam a second, or hide it, there we go. R5 Bush, R5 Chrysanthemum. I mean, well, and even R5 Lando. You know, they'll be felt with Relic Delta. Especially in battles like myself, where I'm thinking I'm going to use Afra. I've got a Relic 8 BT1, you know, that would get felt.
We have supporter here. We have supporter. Thank you for supporting GG's Productions. Thank you.
I say thank you for the follow, La Luna. Okay, so, yeah, I'm going to throw Afra in there. Not entirely sure what I want to do with Saw. I tried to go for a bit of a epic noise, so yeah, Pew Pew's probably in line with it. New batch haven't got the Zetas and Omicrons for the most part. Actually, that feels like a waste. Am I alone there? Like, fair enough you don't like New Batch, but you've taken them to Relic 8. Why not just give them the Zetas and Omicrons? I don't know what the comp is there with Caloran, but I'm thinking we'll need Malgus. I think we can do Balin on Saw. You feel that way about pirates? I think with the pirates, I need to be able to play with them a bit to get a full feeling for them. But when we've done like the Marquees and whatnot, I'm like, well, not even the Marquees, more the Galactic Challenges. I haven't felt like they're bad. They might just be missing that little oomph, and maybe Hondo and Maz are that oomph we need. Oh, okay, that's a little while, isn't it? I mean, that's pretty fine for you, isn't it? I mean, I'm still trying to push my raid score up. I'm at 4.3, I think. So I need to go up a little bit more for sure. Yeah, Jocasta I haven't done yet, nor Temple Guard. And I know Temple Guards is pretty nice. Yeah, there's quite a few there. I've done CX2 on both of mine, Scorch on my free-to-play, and I haven't done Tarkin, but I would like to. Yeah, your mod score's 5.6. I don't know what mine is the last time. Let's just have a quick look. I'm assuming it's right, isn't it? Uh, 6.91, so I'm doing okay. If we're talking about 5.6 and you feel like you need to up yours, I feel like I'm doing okay in the sense it's above, but yeah, context-wise, I'm always kind of out the loop of what is considered good now. I know that since I've changed guild, I have looked at TW armies a bit more. Not, put it like this, there were requested ones of me, but there are a few that I'm like, okay, I might even be tempted just to do that because I know that might be useful, you know, so it sort of opens your eyes a little bit, you know what I mean? need to check I've got that. I'm pretty sure I have. Seabane? Yes, solipsistic. Yeah, I might have to start saying sol. But yeah, I genuinely, I knew the name. I've seen him in my chat a few times, but have you ever had that moment where you're like, do I know you from my chat or have I seen you in other people's chats? Alright, maybe that's a bit niche, but you get my point. It's like, yeah. Alright, I feel like this is the plan anyway, so might as well crack on. Let's get Queenie in. I'm going to say, it feels sad that this is becoming the swan song for this Cron. It is quite nice. In fact, I've had a tough season this season, but I get the feeling it could get worse because once this Cron's gone, I lose a big team. So, yeah, enjoy it while we can. Okay. Let's go for it. Ooh, a lot going on there. Okay, a bit rude. And so that's what we do with rudeness. I was just checking, none of us got exiled, so we're looking alright. Offense up, crit damage up, no advantage. I mean, if she's in the yellow, I feel like we could afford to just go for it. Yeah. Alright, 75 for a kickoff. It's like I say, that'll be missed when it's gone. Alright, let's get the butte in. I do chuckle at that, because if Afra was a real person, I imagine she would blast me to smithereens for calling her a butte. Alright, let's get B2 in, unlike the previous time when I didn't. Actually, Vader, and then B2. Right, I don't see any of my dark side teams needing this Cron, so I'm actually going to use it just to make sure that we've got the potency, the crit damage. Let's just see if we can make sure nothing goes wrong here. Alright, potency. Okay, that was a bit unusual. Alright, they've got it in for Vader. Leia must have told him who he is. Oh, it's a sortie Cron, okay. So they wanted to make sure I didn't womp a solo.
We have a supporter here. We have a supporter.
Okay, thank you.
GG's Productions. Thank you.
Let's just get rid of Skiff. Yeah, thank you very much for the sub there, Kadabug. Just dancing around these right now. Ooh, okay. Chill. Chill. I'm glad I went toe-to-toe with the Cron. Am I wrong in thinking Boba Fett gets armor pen with his contract, is it? I'm sure there's something about armor pen in Boba's kit. So I always remember thinking to myself, like, oh, you know, that's nothing, and then armor pens become really nice. Alright, not nice. Bounty Hunter's resolve, is it? Yeah, I'm a little bit worried because I don't feel like I'm putting out the numbers like I normally am. Okay, that's one way of getting someone down. Let's crush, just get some dots on the board. Oof. Okay. Yeah, we're going to get eaten in a minute. I've just got to hope it's not BT. Trip's not ideal. Let's increase cooldowns. Yeah, Chrysanthemum's been a pain. I don't see the point in calling, we haven't got enough stacks. Yeah, this could time out. Well, it could be worse than a timeout, but right now, timeout's the concern. Is something increasing our cooldowns? I feel like Afra's not had a good turn for a bit. Alright, go on. Hey, Wyatt. Okay, we didn't call. Okay, still going. Yeah, I feel like we could still lose this because of Jabba getting his ult. Okay, ability block. Armor Shroud. Yeah, this is ult. Who's getting... Ah, that's the one I didn't want. Alright, we could clean it up with Mon Mothma, but this is not ideal. And I say this knowing I have actually got a... I'll take it, 57, it's not a cleanup. That droid surprises me. Like, sometimes he'll do next to no damage, and then other times he's one-shotting Jabbas. Alright, well, at least we got through that, even if the banners were crap. Let's go for Balin. The damage scales with the Siphon. Yeah, I've realised that recently, but it's just one of those where I feel like even when it was like getting up, like a Siphon was getting higher, it still felt like it was not doing that much. So maybe it's just one of those where there was a buff on Jabba's side that was negating what he was trying to do, or the droid was trying to do. Either way, I always find it weird. Okay, this should be straightforward. Famous last words. Alright, let's do that. Okay, it's a sign that, wow, Luthen can be targeted. Was that a Zeta ability? No, sorry, not a Zeta, Omicron? Alright, I am confused, but we'll carry on. Let's do that. Yeah, that bit didn't surprise me. It was more the fact I could target him. Normally, you can't target Luthen. A good Bale encounter? I've used Bane of late. Honestly, Jabba, JML, they can do it. After that, I'm not so sure. So, okay, so Luthen essentially can't be targeted as long as the trooper's there. Right. I'll keep that in mind, because I think that's what might have been getting me, the fact that usually the troopers always respawn him. Right, there we go. Let's do that. And go out, and go out. As much as I want to be clean, as it were, I can't help but think to myself, this feels overkill without Omicrons. But I don't want to try Traya, so... so what happens if you gotta beat Balaam, but they've got Queen at the back? Bad batch. New batch would be what I'd use. That's why I find it strange that... I mean... They've got viability on defense, I think, with the Rolocron, but they aren't that great on defense otherwise, I wouldn't have thought. Go on, I'll go with a full squad, but this feels a touch overkill in terms of I could probably undersize it a little. Okay, so it's one of those. I think if I trusted Traya more, I might have given it a go, but I know Traya does struggle against the Omicron variant, so I'm like, maybe it carries under a bit. Let's do that. Folko with the follow.
Thank you for supporting GG's Productions. Thank you.
Thank you for the follow, Folko. Alright, is there a reason that Crosshair is acting like the biggest tank of all time? Alright, never mind. I think you got the hint. Okay, thank you for marking JML, I guess. I mean, I might as well. Don't think there's any benefit to not doing it. Alright, 65 and wall down. Let's see what they're hiding. Boss, Kala and Maul, so as before. Is it a Stunkron? Blind. Ooh, I'm blinded by the Kron. Sorry, can't help myself. Alright, interesting. Let's deal with the North Wall. I say deal with the north wall as if it's a absolute gimme. And to be clear, this is the reason I can't wait to loop back and do Ahsoka, because getting these two up to Relic 9 will be brilliant. Okay, so leap. Okay, pop that on Kitty Cat. Can't help that. Whenever I say Kitty Cat, I have an instinct to look for my cat. Just to see if she's in here. She is. She's having a kip. Okay. Okay. You see, I was stuck in two minds. I thought, well, let's just let this play out. Right, I thought if I didn't just at least leave Rey for a second, she would be untargetable. Slacker's gotta go again. Alright. Never a fun battle. Like, genuinely, CG, just please don't think of doing one like this again. Like, I'm sure there's some characters who don't mind that ability, but like they wouldn't be super overpowered with it, but Darkside Rey was not one of them. Nor Kylo, for that matter. It's not like they put it on some weak-ass character. Okay, that's fine. Oh, hang on. Still got that, so we'll just basic. Okay, leap. All in. And go and do that. Cool. 61. We'll take it. I don't know about anyone else in the community, but a 61 against Slacker right now, you take it. Okay, let's get on to the next bunch of nightmares. Seer versus Rey. And say Scav Ray Crom, we might as well use it. Okay. Okay, we'll do a Dispel. I feel like it'd be a safe way of describing this that I'm not entirely sure the best approach for this, except for, if in doubt, just get Zaris. Right, we're still getting rocks in, so that's good. Okay. Ability blocks are good to see. I'm going to do it. I think I just take the hit now and just hope that we can survive. Oh, okay, one whirlwind. Let's do that now. I should have aimed that at Ray, but oh well. Oh, okay. Kenobi's out. I'm slightly concerned about the fact that we've got to survive an ult. Just keep that inspired offer. Oof, okay. Okay, we're still standing. Damage immunity. Ben gone. Ezra gone. Not Ezra. Cal gone. Feel like I'm doing an advert there. Ugh, okay. Okay. Again, iffy banners. I don't really care. We did get through it. 55 though. Okay, hopefully we can start recovering banners a little bit now. Okay, let's pull the logs. Pass that to Drogon. All right, not Nightfall. Apo down. All right. Just hit that stagger as much as anything. Scorch looks ready to take a turn, so can we steal that? Yep. Put that on Jin. Put that onto Leia. DCT down. Can we stun CX2? Yeah. Just cleanse what we can. Okay, cool. Pull that again. We would get the trooper, I think. We might get Scorch. We got him on the follow-up. Shame healing immunity prevented Leia from benefiting. Let's see if that gets some banners back. I'm going to put that over there, but I don't think it'll really matter. $65. Win 5 battles with Captain Drogon on your squad. Oh, that's going to be a pain in the backside for Crimson. Alright, Finn. What was the plan for Finn? Raver. Hopefully this just goes pretty straightforward. Actually, let's just go for Scavray. Okay, that's not fun. Alright, 65. Another wall down. And we did clean up a little bit there in terms of we dropped a few in the first 2 of that wall, so we got better. Alright. What's our best health, Crom? Go on, we'll go for a bit of that. Alright, suck. Wow. Genuinely, I didn't think we were going to nuke him like that. Alright, just stop these doofuses from actually hurting us. Let's just link them up. Alright, bye-bye, Django. Well, I'm at me ult. I don't want to use me ult because I want to recover banners. Alright, 68. So at this point I always think to myself, I hope something doesn't go wrong now, because after using Bane it feels very, very scary. You know what? What's my other team? Yeah, Bo-Katan wouldn't use this, so we'll use 1 per ear. Extra offense, offered extra defense. Why not? Yeah, probably not the best call, that Shack. Alright, I am glad I bought this Cron. I mean, this feels very nice. Yeah, 100k hit. I could really do with... Yeah, I'm not getting it. I was hoping Revan could get a turn, but oh well. 62. Could maybe have slowed that down a little there. Anyway, this was blind, wasn't it? I think we should be okay with blind. Have we got a light side cleanse? I don't think we will, because it's something I usually re-roll, but... Hey, there we go. Never know. Might just be something that could come in handy. We'll just do basic for now. Burn, baby, burn. All in on the shield. Alright, Paz is due to go, but he's ability blocked. Go on, we'll do the birds. Okay, not what I wanted there. That should be days, yeah. Nice. And the birds to finish? Maybe? We got one out. Yeah, I wish I'd got a way of recovering some more protection. Yeah, 61. A little bit of a bummer there, but not much I could do. Yeah, I didn't record these, but 68. That was 61, wasn't it? Was that 62? Yeah. Okay. Fleet wall. Yeah, pretty straightforward. Said it before, I feel like I'm a visual guy. I need to see things in front of me. So yeah, that's the way we do it. Yeah, let's get that one out so it can't apply buff immunity. Makes sense to breach the Geo just for turn meter. I don't think there's a cleanse in here, so I might as well just do the basic. Now we can bring in Xanadu. Oh, okay, not nice. Not nice. Okay, that was not what I would have wanted. I mean, we did get what we needed from Razor Crest, but still, that's not the point. Okay, we didn't bring in Slave 1. 71. Yeah, I feel like I got robbed a little bit there, but oh well. Ooh, wrong fleet. Negotiator. I think that should be okay. Okay. Okay, that feels a lot better. In comes Plow. I mean, I can't say I understand the logic there. I mean, I know that Special Forces is the better starter on offense, but I thought if you were using it as a defense, you'd just start it rather than reinforce with it, or reinforce with Echelon. Just simply because the horse is bolted like now, isn't it? Yeah, 76, that was pretty good. I haven't heard about that myself, Wilku. Yeah, I mean, one thing that is pretty common is EA Alp is not usually reliable. Have you tried reaching out on like SWGOH events? Like asking in that server if anyone's, well, for a kickoff, if they've had the same problem. But maybe they could help you reach out to a dev or something. Because I have heard down the grapevine that usually it's better to try and reach CG devs versus going down the EA Alp line. But whether they actually are able to help is another thing. Potentially, yeah. It's SWGOH events, yeah. Let me drop a link for them. If you just in the... Let me find... If you ask in general chat about the problem, they say, is there anyone who can help me kind of thing, maybe they could point you in the right direction. But yeah, in general, I can't say I've actually heard about the issue, so I hope you have some good luck resolving it, because, I mean, naturally, you spend money, you don't want to be losing money, do you? Ooh, hang on. Okay. Ooh. I would like my ultimate, but I don't think I'm going to get it. That's okay. They do that. Flyby, that should get us back to good percentage. In fact, we should ult in a second. There we go. Alright, nice clean Prof Radis battle. 1833, that was pretty solid. I mean, yeah, I was just thinking, we didn't even drop, did we? We were close on Afra. Yeah, but oh, and we were close on Seer in terms of banners. But yeah, we did at least get through. Okay. One GAC done. Let's get to the other. Let's say classy planker with the raid. Thank you very much. There we go. Yeah, thank you very much. Very classy. Let's do this. There we go. Alright, let's get on to the free-to-play. You know, I'm curious what happens with my main, though, because Solips... I keep on saying the full name, Sol. They've got a good reputation, so I'm curious how their offense plays. I will say I haven't heard a lot of people talking about JML with the Hermit Yodacron, so as sad as it is that it actually affected you, I would say you're also in a minority of sorts there, so I'm going to say unlucky there. But yeah, at least the rest of your GAC went perfect. I've been saying my main account's been on a rotten run this season. We've been on 2 out of 5, 2 to 5. So I can't get a positive win rate for the season, so I've just got to hope I can win the final 2. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's not something I've actually seen myself. I mean, the majority I've seen are JMK, Ezra kind of teams, or what do you call it? Actually, no, it's probably just... I might have seen it once on the Ahsoka. That was the other one I was thinking of. Okay, round 2. Redwood. Can we just save this just so that I don't have to do as much next time? Here we go. If it's got the Hermit Yodacron, Cal's kind of not meaningless, but he's not as important, because when you think Cal's going to be he's either prioritizing the coin ability, so at that point it's like, why is Cal there? Because he's not doing his lightsaber abilities, or he's doing his lightsaber abilities and not contributing to the coining. So in that specific battle, I can understand why it's not the most important thing. It's not bad having him in there when you're playing it yourself, but on defense, the AI could really do some weird stuff. Good or bad. Alright, Redwood of Future Intelligence. Guild kind of rings a bell, but maybe it's just something I've seen like once, like in a TW or something. Or I'm wishing it had been. 11.9 for Crimson, we just need upgrade something to get to 12 by the looks of it. Redwood's 13.69. We're behind on the Zetas, 319 to 407. Omicrons were way behind, 44 to 73. That's a damn difference. Yeah, thank you for the follow, Classy. Let's see. Ralix 204 to... Oh, wow, they've got Pirate Hondo as well. Okay, so that's a bit worrying. Oof. Got Ralix on me. Rallic Depth on me. Slightly ahead on the mods. But yeah, Pirate Hondo could be the kingmaker here. I don't know. It all depends how good the mods and... What were the DCs like? Way more than me. Damn. I think this is one of the rounds where I'm not expected to win. Some interesting choices in the speeds. I mean, I personally wouldn't be keeping Shakti that high nowadays. Adrad, probably the same. Yeah, a few odd ones. Alright, let's just reset the board. Let's see what they put down. Alright, nothing's changed on my side, by the way. We've got a Jedi Master Mace Windu. We've got Caloran. I can't say I get Caloran leading that group. Lord Vader. And Boss Nass. Yeah, I don't know why you do that. Why not just use Qui-Gon? Maybe they haven't got Qui-Gon on me, but that seems a bit odd with all those Omicrons they've got. We've got Ahsoka. We've got Sorty. We've got Rey. And we've got Slacker. Right, now I'm going to tentatively put Pirate King, Hondo and Akka at the back. I think that they might have done that, as if to say, I'll just sneak it here and you can deal with that if you think you're getting through that front wall. So, let's just assume that that's the case. Let's just remove some of these things that we know we don't have here, like Leia, for instance. Queen, I'm pretty sure, is on defense. But I can check. We haven't got Balin here. We haven't got Aphra. Great Mothers. We haven't got Working Phoenix. So yeah, quite a lot of options reduced. Let's check the Kron here. Alright, that's not the scariest Kron, shall we say. I'd still need to see Bane, but at least it's something. Sorty Kron there, I figure we can just whomp her. Rey will Seer. And Slacker will Kenobi. From there, I'm going to hold back a little bit because I want to just see what the back wall is before I work this lot out. So, let's go with it. It has to be said, each time my stomach sinks when I see my Datacron count here. I really need to work on improving it, but the trouble is I feel like the pace of Crimson is always behind Temmin on Conquest, so it's just hard to get those crons going. Alright, we'll link the quickest. And let's do Jensen. Oh, for sure. I mean, Bane's the Swiss Army knife for GAC right now. I say right now, I wouldn't be surprised if one day they don't make something that... Or not even one day, I wouldn't be surprised if they don't start making characters that can't be Bane. But for now, he's like the ultimate tool. Let's keep going. I mean, I think I lost to rave around one of this season with Bane, and I was thrown because I'm like, wow, this guy doesn't normally lose. So it shows what he's like. I saw a Hera lead. If we're talking about Jensen, yeah, I've seen Jensen lead Ahsoka this season. I was able to Bo-Katan it, so I wouldn't say it was that great. I think you file it under that thing of just because you can do something doesn't mean you should do something. I mean, I think it's something people have done in Conquest. I think there's a reason behind it, like a feat that you chase that Jensen's lead's good for, but other than that, I can't say I know what other reason you'd do it. Okay, ooh, we're looking a bit lightweight here. Oof. Bane, come on, please take a turn. No, Bane's dead.
So searching, fall apart,
This is not good.
tunnel vision, hiding in the dark. Well, I ain't gonna holler.
This is
before
absolutely terrible.
I feel it bleed. Salvation, a quick fix remedy. You said I never could, ever could change. I thought I never could, ever could change. They said I never could, ever could change. Damn right, never would. Leave the light on.
Okay, so that's the Grand Arena.
Leave the light on. Just leave the light on.
I've got one Hail Mary, but I don't think it'll do it because we lost this last round, I think, or one of the previous rounds. Actually, I think it was last round on my main.
If I'll ever change.
Yeah, when you've got one counter to a team and it doesn't work, it's pretty much game over, isn't it?
Dreaming of Nashville, Tennessee.
Go on, ability blocks aren't to be sniffed at.
In Sweden, got the best of me. Well, haven't I got better shit to think about?
Okay, we've got to be a little bit careful there.
Like deadlines, rents due, bills pile up, family day in, day out, the clock's mocking me, getting old, oh, got the kids, deserve so much more than this, gotta get rich.
Okay, lovely.
I never could, ever could change. I thought I never could, ever could change. They said I never could, ever could change. Damn right, never would.
Okay. I mean, I'll be honest, I wasn't even thinking of doing this and it just popped in my head, why not, let's just throw it at it. So, the fact that we look to have got through, I'm taking that as a big massive plus. It's like, I was not expecting it. I mean, Ezra is always going to be a nuisance in this situation. There we go. Bad banners, but I don't really care. Okay. Note to self, Inquisitors are used. I mean, that's quite a few things I've just lost on one team, to be fair. I've lost Sea, Bane, and Inquisitors. You know, it's not nice. Let's get Kenobi out. Well, whip him out. Can I say mace, please click. Alright, Kitty Cat getting poked is not favourable. Let's do that. She has taken a turn. Red should boinkers. Oh no, he just cleanses. In GAC, I would say yes. In TW, you can usually just cope with high defense, which I'll admit I didn't know until recently. Let's pass that there. Oh, okay. Hey, if that helps you win your GAC, go for it. Ooh, okay, we got a bit unlucky there with Hooks not getting killed. It's not like it's the look I wanted, but still, it's like, okay. Alright, we've got a full ult. That's it, Padders, stay strong. For the record, this is not optimal playing. I just hit Hooks because it was like, well, he's there. I really need Cat to take a turn soon. Bloody hell, Alright, Cat, come on. Let's get this red trooper out. Alright, leap, finally. Okay. Could do with something to protect Snips a bit. Okay, she's still hanging in. Alright, let's just keep going. Ooh dear. Let's heal up. And let's pop that there. Alright, nice. Sweet. 65. Alright, Womp. Get in here. This is filed under overkill, but I like it. I mean, there could be a better use of Wampacron, like if there's a jabber at the back without this cron on it, but I can't help but think, you know what? Let's try it. Actually, saying that, we're not looking hot. I'm surprised. Wonder who's screwing that over. Maybe it was Shock. Okay, we're gonna have to just be a bit more aggressive on that. I'm annoyed that potentially I drop on that and I clear these. I say potentially, I don't want to tempt fate here. Yeah, that is true. I'm going to say I've got Sorticron on my defense on my main. Well, with Jabba. It's the way GAC is going at the moment that people are finding out which focus Datacrons are best suited where. And it's not usually with the one they're intended to be with. Ooh. Yeah, I feel like Sia needs some love here. We can't heal her, but we can at least try and protect her. All right. Okay. I shouldn't have done that like that. I should have stalled, but honestly, Scav kind of earned that. Okay. What am I going to throw against this sortie? I'm thinking maybe trench. If I've got enough pieces. Oh yeah, for sure. She's been fun. This feels like a bad idea, just to be clear. Maybe I'll put Sunfac in. Like an actual tank. Just in case you're looking and thinking, why not GBA? I might need GBA. Luke, hello there. How you doing? Quite a few taunts around this team. Come on, we'll do that. Unlucky, man. Was it a big mismatch or just a bit of unluck? Alright, if we can get sorted down, that'd be nice. Was on ships, you had to try the old endurance first exec and it flopped hard. I feel like those counters can always go very screwy. I mean, I didn't do it today, or at least I haven't done it today so far, but they're not enjoyable. It always feels like you're sort of riding very close to the wind. Come on, Dukes. Is she immune to being hit under protection? No. She's just been very, very annoying. I'm trying to get the kill with Dooku so that I know she can't revive as well. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. Come on, Dukes. This is a very annoying team. See, I didn't want to use Night Sisters. Yeah, I feel like we're getting ramping effects here. Yeah, forfeit. Maybe I could have got around it with Django and him being able to ignore Taunt. They're going to get a big, massive TM jump, so Imperial Troopers wouldn't be wise. Yeah, I think we're going to give Night Sisters a go. I stand by it, though. I didn't want to use them because I feel like they're... If there's a Jabber at the back, I'm screwed. I've already dropped way too many on this wall anyway, so my chances aren't good, but I'm trying not to hamper them even more. I was just going to say, Marin, are you going to pop out of that? I can't say I've seen that. I mean, maybe it was someone trying to... not reading the kits and trying to do OG Night Sister stuff with the Great Mothers. It's like... I wouldn't even go there. Like chalk and cheese, despite sharing the same tag. I mean, I always bring in B2 if that's worth anything, Luke. Just gives you a way of not getting overrun. Or Morgan and the Great Mothers, they both have anti-revives on their own team. I was going to say, well, I like that. I was going to say, different sides of the universe. It makes sense. It was against Sorticron, yeah, Jimmy. Yeah, I thought he'd be here. Pirate King, Hondo, Wanaka with that and Ultimate. Queen with the Support Cron and Great Mothers. Yeah, I'm boned. Maybe I could just fluke a Treya, but that is a massive fluke. Not to mention I need Treya around here. Yikes. Let's do that. I mean, when we've been talking about Relic Delta today, these are the kind of battles that have been popping in my head. Just as far as 7-7-7-7-5 versus 9 and 7s, I think it was. You know, it's a difference. Let's pop that on Edgy so we can keep chipping in. Okay, clear what we can. Okay, Scorch down. Let's put that there. We'll poop. Could be irrelevant by the time he takes a turn. Or maybe not. Let's go for Apo. Let's clear that off OG Bow. Let's put that on OG Bow. There we go. 65. Yeah, I feel like I have to defend him a touch in the sense that teams will always get hard counted when there's a Datacron around like that. Really disappointed how that Wampa battle went. Almost feels like I need Treya in 3 different places. Yeah, Queen isn't on offense. We did bow there. I'm just trying to remember what were the other things back here. Queen. And Great Mothers. This is why I'm thinking we don't stand a chance, because I just don't think I have enough to deal with these. I mean, I could try and JML that, but then I'm kind of flummoxed on these. In short, we've just had a few costly drops early on that's robbed me of some good options. I mean, I've done Ahsoka Bane a few times against... Sorry, I've done Sea Bane versus Ahsoka a few times, so I didn't feel like I was in that much of a danger zone. But yeah, that absolutely got torn apart. Well, at the end it did anyway. Alright, Mace did Jackal. She has got 2 armies, so I've got to be a little bit wary of that. Yeah, she's got a rifle. Granny with a gun. Oof. We should get a turn before... Oh, God, that was bad. Ouch. Yeah, I mean... Who needs Vapad when you've got a rifle? That's all I'll say. It's funny how they made him such a anti-Sith character, if you like, in terms of the Sith are hard countering him, when really he was the one who sort of got to confront the Sith, if you like. I don't know. I feel like they kind of should have inverted the idea of it. I mean, realistically, it only should have been Lord Vader capable of beating Mace, but that's another story. Alright, Ayla's being annoying. Yep, she's been annoying and she's robbing banners. This is irritating, to put it mildly. Alright, she is down. Alright, so Jabba, Traya and JML I can't touch. I mean, maybe I could rely on Rebels for this? This feels beyond a touch optimistic, but let's see. Yeah, I'm inclined to agree. I mean, I don't think Balin did too much against Sith. Right, hopefully we can recover some banners from here. Actually, we seem to be on top. I thought we'd lost more. Alright, nice to see CCLS doing something, although I don't know why we lost a banner there. Gungans. I did full clear, and I did one-shot everything. So, I don't think that's... I do think you've still got a shot, let's put it like that. I know that I've just described that in a weird way, but yeah. If you're efficient, you've got a chance. But yeah, interesting attacking you, I'll be honest, because people were egging you on a bit before. It was a little bit scary, I'm going to be frank. I was like, you've got some fans. But yeah, I was just trying to think. Like I said, we did one shot, but there were a few messy battles. It's on YouTube if you want to watch it back at any point. I have Zetas on the new batch, yeah. They're all Gear 12 though, sadly. Where's this Kron? 100% more damage. Oh, that was it, yeah. That was it, I remember now. Aren't they all Relic 8? They're all Relic 8, but no Zetas. I was confused by that. I did say, you know, if you go and take them that far, wouldn't you do the Zetas? I can't put a Kron on, but I'm thinking, do we do this? Let's give it a go. Okay, we can start with that. Oh, I've just realised what I could have done here. I'm an absolute dozy twonk. I could have done Great Mothers. Oh, okay. Trying to think who's coming back. Bays, isn't it? Okay. Just hang in there this time, Bays. Come on, hang in there, hang in there. Didn't get a stun, not too surprising, but still annoying. That death mark is always annoying from Jar Jar. Oh, go on, get Jar Jar out. Funny how that switched around very quickly. Alright, Jar Jar out. I feel like there's less frustration we might be able to get through. Yeah, it definitely would have been a two-shot if I was doing Great Mothers. But a two-shot's better than a drop. Like, you know, an unenforced drop, shall we say. But I think we might have just got through this. I'm glad I bought Rex in. I think he had more to say than I actually planned him to. Granted, my GMs are not well built. I haven't got GM at 7-star yet. On this account, anyway. There we go. Alright, we've actually got a way forward. It's not a certain way forward for sure, because it requires us to not F up on any of these, but it is a way forward. Alright, let's see the Pirate King in action and hope he doesn't wreck us. I'm going to go with Bulba just for the fact that I feel like Bulba's got more going on. And I think we'll have that as well. Yeah, I think it's a case for this account that I've gone more down the line of Galactic Legends and Legendaries at times. So I'm missing Balin, Afra, Jar Jar. Alright, he's bowed down. I don't know what the strategy for this battle is, but I'm just going to throw grenades. Okay. They like that turn meter. Let's cleanse, because I feel like I've got a lot of bad stuff on my side right now. Oof. Yeah, Scando's looking pretty rough. Yep, Scando down. Bush down. I'd say this count is over. Well, that's the full clear gone. Let's give Trier a go here and see how it goes. I'm curious if that add legs. Let's do a basic. Essentially, power goes, we die, isn't it? Maybe not with this support cron. Like that. I mean, for me, Gas is on defense anyway, but yeah, that kind of sums up what this battle was to me. Let's just throw the Jedi at it. I don't think they can beat this, but I'm like, let's throw it. See what happened. Interesting, he went for Hoda. Yeah, if there is an issue here, it's that I don't see my defense doing enough to stop this guy. And that's credit to him, just to be clear. He's set a tough wall for me, well, tough set of walls for me. So, adding the fact he obviously got Hondo, it's like you have to kind of respect the whaling a bit. All right, I think they're going a bit gung ho. Not a lot of termite flowing around here. Let's mark Spirit, I want her out. I've got to admit, that sounds like a very cool auntie that would be getting cigars. Or at least supplement the cigar budget. Ooh, okay, Cal was on 1 HP, but managed to get through that. Alright, so I think we just concede that wall. It's like, I have not got the tools to get through. So, let's just check the other teams before I rush in. Okay. We're going to do not a Chimera. Endurance. Hopefully I have better luck. Oh, fudge, I didn't mean to do that. I don't think that matters too much, but it's still not the correct play. Alright, that was a good line, Sol. Let's bring that in. Oh, you little git. That could have been beautiful. Yeah. Ugh. If only there was some target lock on him. I mean, that'll do. I would like a turn, please. You know, it's a turn-taking game. I would like a turn. Alright, that was not fun. Oh, git. We're gonna get countered here, aren't we? Bye-bye. I feel like I got the raw end of some RNG there. Alright, that's a clean-up at least, but not ideal. By the way, if anyone was wondering, I have not got Rogue One on my with my prof. I didn't lock it in. In my defense, it was about level 75 because I'd forgotten to hoard some fleet credits. Although that is a very flimsy defense, I will admit. Okay, let's just knock that down. Yeah, honestly, I kind of accept that when it comes to that counter with Exactly. You're probably going to end up with a cleanup most, if not... Well, probably not all the time, but most times. It's just not a reliable win percentage, is it? Okay. I need to wrap this up soon. My cat's getting a bit irritable. I don't buy it every day. I tend to go for shards over them. I suppose it depends what you value more, fleet currency or shard shop currency. An attack out of turn would have been nice there. Okay, max banners. I mean, this feels rather academic, but we're going to try and be clean, aren't we? Alright, I went the other way when I was doing Temmin. I'm kind of curious how it plays if I go triple attacker. I mean, fair play, that is a lot. I mean, my free-to-play, I felt good having about 30k recently. I think I'm down to 20k now. And I am trying to spend it. That would help for sure. Okay, Spy comes in. I mean, when it comes to getting mods, that's definitely a benefit if you've got the fleet currency. I know I'm shy usually with it. Alright, I couldn't say if this went smoother or not, but I will take it all the same. Interesting. Actually, yeah, I think it did go smoother. I think I got 71 on my main. Finalizer? Hey, you got a chuckle out of me. Maybe I'm morbid. Ooh dear. Didn't factor in the preload. Okay, you up for a solo, silencer? Hang on, why am I doing a solo? I've got reinforcements. You have help, use it. Especially when that's about to happen. Okay. I didn't like I say, I don't think I'm winning this Grand Arena anyway, so this is kind of just... eh. One, two, three, four, five. Once I've got official life. Okay, not a great start, to put it mildly. Makes me think I might have been better accepting the preload as it was. Scythe? What are you doing here? Please say this as a taunt. It could have been. I genuinely don't know what's best to try and protect Ray. Nothing, apparently. Okay, we might not win this. I mean, it could have been a misclick, but it could also just be one of those where they were thinking, I'm going to place it. Not sure why, but I've seen weird defense before, so not a lot surprised me in that regard. Alright, tack down. Alright, that's a bit insulting. Alright, the capital ship's gone at least. So we should still be able to clean this up if we can't win, but... yeah, a bit of a mess. I'm getting a taste of my own medicine the number of times I've done Chimera versus Radis. It's not pleasant. Alright. Resistance pilot, can you surprise everyone here and hold the line? I don't think so. Am I the only one who hates these kind of situations where it's just like you've got an arsey ship that just won't sort of take a hint? There we go. Well, my banners ain't going to be good, that's for sure. 14-15. Alright, Redwood, enjoy your win, pal. Okay. Yep, that's us done for the night. Honestly, been a fun one. Let me just close these down. And let's just go here. Yeah, been a fun one. Maybe it was the idea that Sol was someone I knew, that kind of spiced up my main. Free to play definitely could have gone better, but considering it's had a good season, I'm not or let's say good season, a good enough season, then I'm not too downbeat about someone with Pirate King, Hondo, and Naka taking me down. So yeah, let's see how the final round goes on Monday. I don't know about anyone else. That reminds me, Conquest is back, so what fun. Okay, let's get a raid sorted, and then I can go and let my kitty cat out. Although she may be hungry. Could be both. Anyone we know online. I can see Scribble. I can see Teriyaki Games. Alright, I've never seen I've never seen Teriyaki Games, so I'm going to go that way just for the simple fact that, you know, I'll show some support. Alright, so let's start a raid. And yeah, plan is back Monday. So if you're around then, I will see you then. And yeah, I've got to get my buttons sorted because PC reset yesterday kind of threw me. So hopefully we see you off right now. Alright, yeah, catch you later. Bye for now.